Welcome again to Joe Stunner Boxing. So, CHEAVON CLARKE stops Tommy McCARTHY in 4 rounds, and I don't think too many people are surprised by this result. I thought Chev Clarke would stop Tommy. Tommy's seen much better days. He's 33 now, former EBU champ. And in his last fight, he fought Mikhail Sislak. That was over in Poland. He got stopped in 7. And he admitted before this fight, I'm struggling to find motivation. He said, I'm back on it now, but he did talk about perhaps having one foot in retirement. And it did kind of show in this fight, because even though he took his lumps, you could see that his confidence seemed a little low, Tommy McCarthy. And he was kind of like, well, I'm here. I'm in front of the Belfast crowd. This was at the Ulster Hall. I can't quit. I can't go home. I've got to give my all. So Teddy Atlas used to call them game quitters. Fighters who will take their beating, but they're not really into it. They don't really believe they can win. And to be honest, they are thinking about retirement. I think this is the last time we'll see Tommy McCarthy, certainly at this type of level. I mean, Clarke came in with 7 wins, 5 KOs. This is 6 KO, no draws, no defeats. He's 33, so he's the same age as Tommy, but of course his career is going up, up, up. Tommy's is going down, down, down. And Chev in his last fight fought Vasyl Dukar, 10-round decision, won most of the rounds. Dukar's always tough and game. Prior to that, he beat David Jameson, the Scot, stopped him in 5 rounds. So he's at that level where he's fighting good domestic level fighters. Tommy McCarthy, former EBU champ, but not really European level at the moment. But, it's still a good win. Let's not take anything away from Chev. How far can he go? British title. I mean, he's got this WBA Intercontinental, whatever the hell it is, belt now. These are cruiserweights, by the way, in case you didn't know. Yeah, European level. I think a shot at the British or the EBU would be good. Full of confidence, likes to sort of showboat a little bit, Chev Clarke. Good to watch. He came out in this fight slinging punches, like really trying to sort of swamp Tommy with pressure. And Tommy from the opening seconds looked a bit perturbed, but he was hanging on the ropes. He's got quite long arms, so he's able to sort of, protect his jaw and most of his body. And he was soaking it up. And then in the second round, he started to sort of get the engine running a bit, was kind of catching and turning, doing little semicircles, going to the ropes. Chev would put pressure on. Tommy would kind of spin off the ropes. He was starting to counterpunch quite well, a little bit, little individual punches. And it did seem like Tommy McCarthy, certainly in the third round, was warming into the fight. He was standing his ground a bit, letting his hands go. But the pressure and the accumulation of punches kind of ground him down and asked questions. Do you really want to be here? And the impression I got for Tommy was, I'd rather be doing something else now. So the writing was kind of on the wall, even though there was a threat in the second and third round that Tommy might work his way into it. Chev didn't take his foot off the gas and was still pushing forward, still letting his hands go constantly, still making Tommy fight the fight that he didn't want to fight. There were no little comfort spots for him to sort of cover up, even when he was on the ropes and was putting the earmuffs on. He had nothing that could really keep Chev at bay. It wasn't like he could have any sort of little rest periods of 5 seconds here and 5 seconds there. So it's a good win for Chev Clarke. Did you see the fight? What did you think? Where do you think he goes from here? He's keeping busy. The Jameson fight and the Dukar fight were in 2023. I think in the last, 9 months, 8, 9, 10 months, he's fought 3 times. So that's really good. But he needs to keep that momentum going because he's 33 now, started late, went to the Olympics, I believe. He said, according to the commentators, he said, anyone could be a pro, but very few people get to go to the Olympics. So fair play to him. And in his last 2 fights, he's picked up a couple of trinkets on IBF Intercontinental thing or International thing or whatever the hell it was, this WBA one. So he's probably on the fringes of world level now. Maybe that flatters to deceive a little bit. I would concentrate on the British and the European, but I don't know, if the opportunity comes up, he'll take it, won't he? Anyway, let me know what you think. What do you think of Chev Clarke? How far can he go? Do you think Tommy McCarthy's, retired now? I think he really should, to be honest with you. His heart didn't seem to be really in it as it needs to be, not 100%. But leave your comments below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hit the subscribe button. That'll be great. And give that little like button a poke as well, and that'll do us proud. Thanks for your time. I'll catch you later. Bye for now.